Hi guys, welcome. Danny here from the Magic Junk Drawer for today's live read. Whenever you're ready, you can start sending in the questions. As always, I'll do my best to answer them in order. And super chats of $1.99 or more, we'll skip the line. All right. Valeria wants love. Okay. Well, you have a soulmate relationship that is surrounded by arguments and bickering. So if this person has not come in yet, they're coming in. They're coming in. They're probably a fire sign, maybe a little bit on the adventurous side, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. And this person is going to think that you're a Roman goddess. However, there's going to be a lot of arguments. So I don't know if it's the kind of thing where like initially you guys don't click or you're kind of at each other's throats and then it develops. But very interesting when that happens. If you are with somebody, this could be your relationship going through a tough time and then moving to the next level inevitably. Kimmy Roberts, what does Mike want from me? All right. Well, it looks like he can't get out of his own way. So it shows here that he feels very burdened. He feels very restricted, and that what he wants to do is take a chance. It kind of shows here that he's not prepared to move forward, but he wants to. He wants to be adventurous. He wants things with you and him to move forward and maybe even reach a level of stability. There's a lot of passion around him, but for some reason he's afraid. It's maybe something that he just has to work out on his own. I think he does want things to move forward with you and him inevitably, but it's like he's not there yet. And, you know, I've been reading a lot of people lately that are in that kind of similar situation. It's frustrating. I can feel your pain. Kate, general reading for January. Okay. Well, you have a wish that comes true in January with the Star card. That's echoed by the Nine of Cups and a decision that you're going to have to make. Justice comes in and the Devil. So with the Justice card, I would say that karma could step in here and bring you what you want, or right or wrong, something like that. With the Devil card, just look out for, you know, earthly pleasures, maybe overindulging a little bit, and letting go of crying over things in the past. Let whatever's gone on in the past go, because you have an offering of love coming in January or in the beginning of the year that moves you forward in a different way. I think that as January starts to move into February, things start to flow a little bit easier for you, and you may not be feeling like you're, you know, swimming upstream. TD, will the Aries contact me soon? He's been quiet. Okay. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2. Yeah, you got 3 aces. He's going to contact you soon. Who knows? You know, around the time of the holidays, we got so much crap to do and so much pressure. Golden Queen, am I expecting a child? Okay. Okay, so according to this reading, yeah, 70% chance you are expecting a child. That kind of goes up a little bit more because you have the 10 of Pentacles here. So here's the thing. Since timing sometimes is an issue, or well, it's always an issue, if you are not right now pregnant, you can be getting pregnant very soon. The percentage is very high that there is a child here that's coming or on their way or in the near future, like near future, not like next year, but soon. Martha, what's going on with the Gemini? He seems withdrawn. Okay. Well, there's this worry about money, which I think may be part of it. But I also think that there's just been a lot of stress over the last couple of weeks with the holidays and also with work. There's some work bullshit that goes on here around him. If you haven't heard from him, though, the Six of Cups ensures that you're going to hear from him. And he has the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, which means I think a lot of this has to do with work. But I do think that the holidays, the pressure of the holidays, and all the bullshit that comes along with it hasn't helped. He feels like he hasn't made it to the top of the mountain. And he's just probably like the rest of us praying for this to be over. I shouldn't say that. But, you know, it is. It's a lot of work. And it's a lot of, you know, added stress. You know, the holidays are great when you're 5 and 6, 7, 8. But once you have to start doing them or fighting with people, it can be, yeah. Okay, it could be really stressful. Sister, I've been feeling so sad missing him. Is he feeling the same? Okay. He is. I don't think he would ever admit it, but he is. Talia, general love reading for January. Okay. You have an Aries here. Now, there's also some cause for concern. You may be worried, anxious, depressed, concerned about what's going on, but there's an Aries here or a very strong personality. Could be a father figure, could be a boss, somebody around you. I mean, that could be the source of your anxiety. I don't know. It doesn't matter. You have a wish coming in January. You also have to use your intuition a little bit more in January, and you have a lot of happiness coming in, quite possibly with a water sign, a Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer. Something to celebrate here in January, and a spiritual connection. So it could be a spiritual connection to the person that you're going to meet or that you're going to be with, or it could be a spiritual practice that you pick up. But I think that you're going to have some options in January, and I think that there may be a water sign. And I think that you're going to be very happy to meet this person. If you're not with anyone right now, if you are with somebody right now, it could be deepening your relationship or moving forward in some other way, moving to the next level. There's a cause for celebration, so it's good, no matter how you look at it. Aaliyah, do you think my husband will reach out? When? When do you think? Okay. And timing is not an easy thing to nail down, but let's see. Six days, 6 weeks, 6 months, the month of June or this summer. It could be within 6 weeks, from now until 6 weeks. From this point until 6 weeks from now, I think you're going to be communicating with him. And I think there's going to be communication. It won't be just once. Alyssa, did Martin feel emotional without me during Christmas? And may I ask of the energy? Okay, let's see. Okay, well, the energy around this situation is that you may have choices in an offering around you that you're just not seeing. Him, he feels like he doesn't have any choice. And I'm not going to say he was emotional. He wasn't like sitting around crying over it, but he definitely felt that you weren't there. I think that even though you may not believe this right now, you may have more choices around you than he does him. Inevitably, with the Judgment card here, I think the two of you are brought back together at some point through divine intervention if need be, and you're reunited with the Lover's card. So, you know, everybody puts a big emphasis on Christmas and holidays and what they're going to do for New Year's. But there are many people out there that are forced to spend holidays with people that they do not want to be with. And they're no happier than the rest of the world that are sitting around waiting to be with the one that they do want to be with. So don't let holidays and birthdays and stupid shit upset you. I do think that overall it may be harder for women for some reason, probably because we tend to be a little bit more caring. Things mean a little bit more in general to us. But try not to make a big deal of it. Like I could tell you stories for days. But like one of my good friends that I used to work with was having an affair for like 10 years. She was with her husband every Christmas, every New Year's, and every holiday. And she didn't really want to be with him. She wanted to be with her boyfriend, who she couldn't be with. So, most people are in the wrong place. Elizabeth, what does the new year hold for Ben and I? Commitment. Okay, let's see. It does look like there's financial stability between you and Ben. And it also looks like he may be pursuing that. I'm not so sure that you may be feeling it. You may be the one that may be thinking, there's somebody that I can connect with better. It looks like you may not be putting in all that much effort. I think he's going to want a commitment. I think he's going to want stability. I'm not so sure that you're going to want that. Martha, will the Gemini and I move forward in a relationship? Okay. I do think that there is potential. It could be this spring, it could be May, or it could be it just transforms over the springtime. There's definite potential here. I know that it can be quite frustrating because it seems like things should just be easier, but sometimes it could be a planetary thing, it could be a karmic thing. Things just have to unfold as they unfold. TD, how is the Aries currently feeling about me? How is the Aries currently feeling? All right, if you haven't heard from him, he comes in out of the blue. You got the out of the blue card and you have the Aries card right here. There's also cause for celebration, and he feels spiritually and emotionally connected to you. If one of the two of you doesn't reach out to the other, you're going to bump into each other. So don't worry about it. You guys are connected. And it's going to, at some point, somebody said this to me once, and at the time I didn't believe it, that mountains will move when the two people are supposed to be together. And, it's like all of these different things, like you can manipulate things, you can stop things, you can try to pull all kinds of punches. But when two people are supposed to be together, or a meeting is supposed to happen, or a relationship is supposed to move forward, nothing can stop that. One way or another, destiny or divine timing or something steps in. On the other hand, it doesn't mean that it's going to be forever. And it doesn't mean that, it could be a relationship that lasts a year or 2 years. Or you can marry somebody and be married for 5 years and then it ends. But when something is supposed to happen, it's going to happen. Where are we here? Aaliyah. Last question. How does he feel about me versus the third party? Okay. All right. He may feel like this third party is a little bit of a disaster, and they may fight a lot. With you, it does show that he comes in with an offering of love. The one thing that, just be careful when the Fool is in reverse. When the Fool is in reverse, it's acting out, saying something or doing something that you regret later. It's like acting out in a fit of anger and then feeling really sorry that you did it days later. So when this card shows up, just be careful. If a situation should come up that you think about it, you sit on it for a couple of days before you act. I don't believe that there's love between him and the third party. I do believe that he cares more about you, um, like emotionally, or he's more emotionally connected to you. But for some reason, this third party is still showing up. I don't know if it, I hate to blame the holidays, but I don't know if it's like he doesn't want to have to deal with the drama around the holidays. I don't know. It doesn't seem like they have the best connection. It almost kind of seems like she's a little bit off her rocker. Okay. Coco, love reading for Kay and I. Okay. Well, she's currently feeling stuck is going into the past, and she's going to start to move forward quickly, coming up, maybe not until the new year or into February, leaving the past heartbreak in the past and moving forward. Don't cry over spilt milk, okay? Because whatever went on in the past, we're going to leave it in the past. We're not bringing it into 2020. And Six of Cups ensures that she should be returning. Use your intuition. I think that she cares very deeply for you and that she does want to come back. I think it's a matter of timing. And I think that moving into 2020, you guys are going to find your way, or at least you're going to start. There's going to be some kind of connection where you're going to start. There's going to be a starting ground. All right. KB wants love. You are prepared. You're prepared for the real thing. I think moving into 2020, you're going to say no to anything that doesn't fit your bill. I mean, there's an air sign here if you're an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini. If not, one is coming in. And it's going to be the kind of thing where you're going to be working hard at the relationship of it. An offer comes in that you can't refuse, takes you to the top of the mountain. Feeling like the weight of the world has been lifted off your shoulders and that you're no longer waiting for your ship to come in. So I think that when this person comes in, it's going to be a relationship, not one of these, casual hookups or casual flings. I think it's going to be something very stable. And it could be with an air sign. Jovi Elf wants love. Okay. You are going to have choices. Now, it shows the choices are around you, and it also shows a third party, which to me tells me that you would be the one that has at least two people around you that you're involved with. It wouldn't be the kind of thing like you're the third party. And you're going to be very undecided as to who you want to be with. Somebody from your past could come back, and you could meet somebody new. The Magician is here. So this could be something like a new offering of love comes in that's quite magical. Somebody from your past returns who's a very slow mover, and you may be involved with both of these people for a while. That's okay. Okay, Sister Moon wants to know how is he feeling today. Okay. Well, I think today he's pretending like, everything is wonderful and he's acting like he's got the world at his feet. But I think underneath he's suffering. I think he feels like a loser. And I think that he feels like he's got the weight of the world on his shoulders and he doesn't know how to take the restraints off of himself to move forward in his life. I think he's starting to feel like he's an ass. All right, let's go back up to the top. Oh, Davina, is Adia missing me? Okay, let's see. Yes, very much so. Salma, what are his thoughts about us? Okay. Okay, he feels like if he's somebody from your past or you've been going back and forth for a while, he shows up. He's going to be moving forward or wanting to move forward with you, but slowly. He's not going to jump into things. He's going to want to move forward slowly. He may want to go on a vacation with you across water or to water. The moon card is here, so use your intuition. I think he feels like the two of you have a really good connection, but he feels like there are a lot of choices around both of you, and he's not really sure that the two of you are going to land on stable ground just yet. I think he needs a little bit more time to figure out exactly how it is that he's feeling and what he wants from this situation. But inevitably, balance gets restored, and you could find yourself having divine timing step in to straighten out the situation for you. Aaliyah, do you see a financial breakthrough from me? Okay, let's see. Yeah, but it may be it may be like not happening all at once. So the Jack of Diamonds, you could start earning more money in this winter, like the end of this winter, and it could take until November of next year before you feel like you financially have made a difference or you're in a much better place. It's not going to happen overnight, but it's going to start to happen. It's going to be kind of a process. Okay, Sun wants a general reading. Okay. Concern with money, getting over a heartbreak that leads to happiness. You're going to put this, whatever this bullshit is, in the past. There's a fire sign around you that may be helpful. It could just be a friend, a Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries, but somebody that really helps you to take your mind off of money worries and whatever this heartbreak was. Coming up, you're going to have a fated meeting with, it could be a Virgo. And you guys may be working hard on something. This looks more like a business endeavor, but a love offer does come in. This may be moving in more towards the end of February, March, where you're going to be feeling like you're pursuing things and getting somewhere, and that feeling like the world is at your feet. So I think moving forward, you're going to start to feel better in the near future than you have in a long time about money and about love. All right, let's go back up to the top. Auntie Charlie, love reading. Okay. Fights and bickering move into the past. Feeling like the weight of the world is on your shoulders also moves into the past. Balance gets restored to your life. Justice is done. If there is somebody around you who has put you in a third-party situation, you may be kicking them to the curb and moving forward quickly with somebody who is actually much more balanced, much more decided, much more passionate, and you're going to lay down the law. I think if somebody is coming back from the past who has screwed you around or been back and forth with you, you're going to lay down the law with them because you're going to have somebody else who's ready, willing, and able and proving it to you. Right now, there's an offer in front of you that you're just not seeing. There could be somebody around you that's got it really bad for you, but they don't think that they have a chance with you. I think this person will come forward. And I think once you get involved with somebody else, the other person that shows up, he may be on the losing end. The Ace of Swords, when it shows up, it doesn't fuck around. It cuts out what doesn't work, and it lays down the law. You know, and it could be the kind of thing like where you've taken, like, I talk about the guy that I dated for 10 years. 10 years I put up with bullshit off and on and back and forth. And then finally, like I got to a breaking point where it was like the axe went down and that was it. All of a sudden, I just didn't have those feelings anymore. I said to myself, like I could choose not to love you anymore. Very easy for me to just choose that. And that's what I did. And you know what? It was the first time that I remembered that I didn't cry. Whatever that happened. I didn't cry over it. And I was just like, you know what? I'm done. Love, love. Any general or love messages for me? Okay. Perseverance. Perseverance. So moving into 2020, you have a very strong personality, or you have a lot of strength and stamina going after what you want. There's a water sign coming in here, a Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer, and you're going to have some decisions to make in the near future. Working really hard. Now, the perseverance and the working hard is probably a work or a school thing that takes you to great victory. No longer feeling like you're holding the weight of the world on your shoulders, but moving forward. I think that the water sign is going to help, but I think that all of this pursuing and stuff is going to be more of a work thing. I don't think you're going to have to pursue this water sign. I think that they're just going to be there. It's going to be simple. Salma, does he think of me daily as I do him? Okay, let's see. Yes, he does. He thinks of you quite frequently. Readings with Allie. Will I be free from the shamans in 2020? Okay, let's see. Will we be free in 2020? Oh, yeah. Definitely. Definitely. All right. Let's go back up to the top. Emma XX wants love. Okay. Looks like you got some fresh blood coming in 2020. Could be an air sign. You may have to make some decisions. You got an air sign around you and you have a fire sign. So Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, and there's also going to be an Aquarius, Libra, or a Gemini. There's a transformation when it comes to your love life in 2020. Use your intuition. Things move forward very quickly, and you're going to leave all the past bullshit in the past, including the person from the past that returns. I don't think you're going to go back with them. I think you're going to move forward. I think you're going to get to that same point where you're like, you know what? Life is moving forward, not backwards. Readings with Allie. Will they be gone at my next clearing? Okay. Yeah, I think so. Or well on their way. You got one ace, the fool, and the wheel of fortune. So I think all this bullshit is starting to clear out for you. I'm not really sure what you're talking about, like shamans, spiritual beings, or like entities, or if they're real people that are shamans. Either way, I think it starts to dissipate. I don't think that you're going to be dealing with these people or these entities much longer. Oh, lightning spark. Merry Christmas. Mehack 503. Career reading. Capricorn and hubby is a Sagittarius. Okay. Do you guys work together or no? Let's see. My career reading. Let me just see if there's career reading for hubby. He's a Sagittarius. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Sagittarius career-wise. He's looking like he's a little bit burdened with money. So I don't know if things have been a little bit stagnant. There's an offer around him. He's just not accepting it. So I don't know if he doesn't know about it. He's a slow mover, which doesn't seem very Sagittarian to me. Let's see what's going on here. He does have some money issues. The Nine of Pentacles is in reverse, which means there's a holdup when it comes to money. He needs to use his intuition more. I feel like he has to take the bull by the horns a little bit and go after what he wants, which is very strange because usually that's not something you have to tell a Sagittarius to do. They're usually pretty good about it, and they're usually pretty confident. So it seems like something has maybe sucked his confidence, and he's feeling like, I don't want to say he's feeling down on himself, but he's not moving forward the way he should be, and that he knows that he's capable of. So he's got to like really buckle down and, put his foot down because there's more out there for him and he's just not doing anything about it. And, that's not like Sagittarius. They don't usually wait for things to come to them. They usually take the bull by the horns and go after what they want. And they're usually confident about it. Like his confidence seems like it's dwindled. Sweet Thang 81. Christmas is bittersweet. How is Kenneth feeling? Okay. You know what? He's sort of feeling the same. He's feeling a little bit weak, a little bit financially strapped, a little bit the weight of the world is on his back. He's sort of feeling the same. Christmas is bittersweet. The holidays are as you get older because you know what? Even if you're in the best situation, there's still family members that are no longer with us and traditions that die over the years. It's, it's not easy. Rising Aquarius. How does my Leo twin flame feel about me? Okay, I'm not a big advocate on believing that we've met our twin flames because they say that your soul has to be highly, highly, highly evolved before you can meet your twin flame. And I just don't believe that most of us are there. I mean, I just don't. So I'm not buying the twin flame thing. Soulmate connection, yes. But I don't... He's feeling like he's holding himself back, waiting for a ship to come in, and he's feeling a little bit like the loser here. I don't know what's gone on between the two of you, but it doesn't matter. It's going to change. It's going to change quickly moving into the new year, where you may have a decision that you have to make. You may have to make a decision around this situation with him. If he doesn't, step up to the plate, you may end up walking away from him. He feels like he can't get out of his own way, which is it's not like a Leo to act like that. What's going on with these fire signs? Readings with Allie. So is my reflection spell working? Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you got 3 aces. Well, from what I've learned about twin flames, and I hate to say it, the situation that I'm in has a lot of twin flame-like things. it should be somebody that when you meet them, you feel like you've known them forever. Now, that person, that could also be a soulmate type of a thing. Like you feel like you led that kind of life before. But the twin flame should have, when you start talking to them, situations that have come up that have happened to you and them at the same time when you didn't know each other. For example, the person that I'm talking about, I don't, and like I said, I don't really believe this too much because I don't believe that my soul is that evolved. Although I do think that I'm a little bit higher than some other people, like some other people that maybe like seek revenge and they post stupid bullshit on, Instagram and Facebook to upset people. Like I feel like I'm above that level, but I don't feel like I'm up there. So when I first met him and when we started talking, a lot of things that happened to us happened on the same at the same time. Like we went through the same type of a thing, but not with each other. And we knew that it happened. Like for example, he had gone through a breakup or a big huge fight that led to violence and the cops and that kind of shit. The same weekend, it was actually the same weekend that me and the 10-year relationship ended. And the reason why I know that is because one of my friends, it was his birthday, and I called him to wish him a happy birthday. And it was at the time that I was on the phone with him wishing a happy birthday that I found out this information about my 10-year relationship. Now, the other person, the reason why he knew it was the same time, because it happened on his birthday, which was 2 days before my friend's birthday that I was on the phone with. So, and it was the same year, it was the same time. A couple of years after that or before that, his dog died the same weekend that my dog Kayla died. And the reason why we both know it was the same weekend was because we had terrible flooding here. And I was working and I was trying to go home to make sure that the dog was okay. And all the roads are flooded out. And that never happens here. We never, ever, 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 ever have rain that floods like that here. And that's how we know that it was the same weekend. He actually wound up destroying his car going through under the puddles. So, and that's just two examples. There's a lot more. So that's where I'm like, well, that's kind of bizarre, especially since he's so unevolved of a soul that I would think that he could possibly be my twin flame. But it makes me uncomfortable too, because especially when young people say it, like it's like, you don't even have the life experience to know how to deal with this kind of stuff, let alone get into the twin flame thing. Soulmates, yes. And those relationships are never easy. So when people are like, am I going to meet my soulmate? I'm like, you better hope not. Okay. Sweet Thang 81. These up and down emotions, do you see a breakthrough? Okay. Is there a breakthrough coming with these up and down emotions in this damn roller coaster ride? 1, 2, 3. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You're going to have a huge breakthrough because you got one ace, you've got the Magician, and no longer waiting for your ship to come in. There's going to be a breakthrough. Salma, how does he feel about our last interaction? He feels like he's got choices. So I don't know what happened with the two of you, but he feels like he has choices and he feels like he doesn't have to make a decision. He's kind of just sitting back and waiting to see how he feels. However, he is going to move forward. This relationship does transform because you have the Death card here. And there's perseverance that surrounds this situation. So I think overall he feels good. I feel like he maybe feels like he doesn't need to make a decision or do anything right now, but that's going to change. Krista, I found a three of diamonds card. What message was meant for me? Okay. Well, there's a couple of things when it comes to the playing cards. There's the playing cards philosophy, which on my channel under playing cards philosophy, I think there's like 60 videos. There should be one on the three. There's one on every card, but on the three of diamonds, which what it means if you follow um, the playing card philosophy. It'll give you the birth dates, the karmic rewards, and the karmic debts if you watch that video. I believe whenever you find a card, it means something, definitely. Absolutely. The three of diamonds would be equal to the three of pentacles in tarot. And the three of pentacles indicates a relationship built on solid ground. So it's a good omen to find that. Anytime, I mean, obviously I haven't been out running because I stopped running due to the pregnancy a few months back, but I found the Queen of Hearts and the Two of Hearts when I was out running on two different occasions. And I pick everything up when I'm out running and I find things because I feel like they're being presented to me for some reason. Three of diamonds would be definitely would be a good omen. It would be like somebody shows up with a stable relationship, or they're looking for a relationship on solid ground. But if you want to know about the playing card philosophy, I don't remember what they all mean, but I have them on my channel. And I don't know how much I believe in that either, but it's very interesting to say the least. Yeah, it is a good omen, definitely. All right, let's go back up to the top. Eni wants a love reading. Okay. Eni, I feel like we haven't seen you in a while. Anxiety and worry. I don't know what that's all about, but you got a fire sign around you. Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. If you haven't met, destiny will bring the two of you together. If you do know them, you're going to come together in a balanced relationship. There's a lot of passion around you and this person, and you're going to get your wish. So love comes in, let go of the anxiety. You're going to move forward. Pritha. Will my Virgo ex come back and reconcile? Does he love me? Okay, let's see. Yeah, I do think so. I think he does love you, and I think there is a reconciliation that's going to happen. Iman, does O have feelings for me, and why does he act distant? Okay. All right, let's see. You know what? He has feelings because you got the Union of the Souls card here. He's undecided. So he runs hot and cold because he's undecided. He thinks very highly of you. Remember what the Empress is. Anything that deals with the planet Venus. Be careful with the Empress if you don't want children because it's the birth or conception of a child, possibly. He runs hot and cold. He's not sure. He's doesn't want to make a commitment, but he doesn't want to let you go. This is going to go on for a little while. You hear the dog snoring? I have to blow my nose. Hang on, I'll be right back. I need a tissue. All right. All right, we are up to Sweet Thing. How is Kevin and Leo? Okay, let's see. Kevin. How is Kenneth and Leo? I don't think that they're that great. This shows up. Somebody stabbed the other person in the back. Judgment is in reverse. And there could be a third party involved here. Somebody walks away from the other person. I don't think that if they're in a relationship, it's not going well. It could end. If they're not in a relationship, they may just walk away from each other. Something there ain't right. All right, let me go back up to the top. Yeah, it's Dylan snoring. He stopped. You tired, buddy? He's the cutest. Okay. DJ wants a general for 2020. Okay. What's going on for DJ? Oh, use your intuition. You have heightened intuition this year. You also are going to feel like you made it to the top of the mountain and there's going to be a crisis or some kind of nonsense that was very upsetting and disturbing that moves into the past and you totally get over it and leave it in the past. Life moves forward quickly. And then that is echoed by the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Spin the Wheel of Fortune. Something is destined to happen here, and you may be presented with a couple of different choices that you need to make a decision about that you're just like, you don't know what to do. Laying down the law with the Ace of Swords, not taking any more bullshit. Life moves forward quickly in 2020. All right. AJ Mall, how is Marcus and Nicole? Okay, let's see. Okay, these two, okay, they're like a roller coaster. So when they fight like hell, and they act out in ways that they can't take things back. But then they reconcile and they feel like they're okay again. They're back on solid ground, and then it looks like one person walks away from the other. And then patience comes back. So it's like, and then happiness gets delayed. So it's almost like these two are on somewhat of a roller coaster. They may be a little bit addicted to the drama that goes on between the two of them. But they, you know, like when they fight like hell. And when they're good, they're good. It's kind of the pendulum swings back and forth with these two. Salma, is he getting and responding to my telepathy? Sometimes, not always, sometimes. Keep working with it. High vibration, my upcoming 2 weeks, okay. You have a couple of things coming up. The Page of Pentacles can be working hard on a business idea, or it could be job or school, whatever it is that you do right now. It also shows that you're walking away from something in the past that no longer serves you. You got a water sign around you that could be instrumental. Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer. They may come in with a love offer. And there's also the Devil here, which could be, you know, earthly pleasures, overindulging. New Year's is coming. I'm not surprised when that card shows up around New Year's. You also have a soulmate relationship around you. It could be with the water sign, but it also could be with an air sign that comes in out of the blue quick. Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. And your relationship moves so fast with this person. So if you're not with anyone, somebody could be showing up very soon. If you are with somebody, the relationship could move forward quickly in 2020. Okay. Twixie, does Spirit say physically defend myself when she tries me again? Physically at work in front of everyone, she tries so hard to get my attention. Does Spirit say physically defend myself? Wait a minute. When she tries again. Okay, let's see. I'm going to ask it as a yes and no question. Physically defend. Should we physically defend? %70 chance, yes, you should. I think you should. Savannah, is William going to contact me? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it may take a couple of weeks, but you're going to hear from him. Let's see. It could take a couple of weeks, like 7 weeks maybe. All right. Savannah, what is the current energy William has for me? Okay. Well, he's not using his intuition, which isn't good, but he's feeling very strong, and there is transformation coming in. You also have the star around you. So I think that the energy is positive. I just think it may take him a minute to get up off his butt and actually do something about it. Oh, I got 2 PayPal donations. Okay, let me find Gracie. Hang on. And then Elisa. Okay, here's Elisa. My question is, do you see a reunion with Gabrielle? All right, let's see. Is there a reunion for Elisa and Gabrielle? Yes, absolutely. It might not happen before the end of the year, but it's coming. All right, now I'm looking for Gracie, right? The other one was Gracie. 2020 love reading between me and James. Okay. Use your intuition. Look at what you have here. Remember what the Empress means. Anything that has to do with the planet Venus. Be careful if you don't want children when the Empress shows up. But it's like this person treats you and thinks of you like a Roman goddess when that card shows up. You're going to get your wish in 2020, so you might have to hang in there because things may go out of balance before they come back into balance. You could go through the darkest before the dawn. But I think overall, you're going to be happy in 2020. All right. Salma, is he worried about my third-party situation? Hell yeah. He's afraid he's going to lose you and that he's going to deserve it. Good. A little bit of worrying is good. Let him worry. Oh, thanks. This was the first week I ever got, and I think that it is my favorite. It's just that I have a huge head, and sometimes it's hard for me to get this one on. Malika wants an overall general reading. All right. You got a new business endeavor coming in here. You got the Ace of Pentacles. Walking away from something that no longer serves you, that gives you great anxiety, goes into the past, and you have strength around you. So if there's a situation or something that has been weighing on your mind or really eating at you, you're going to let it go and move forward. It might not have anything to do with a new job. The new job thing could be something different. When you move forward with boundaries, you lay down the law, and nobody's going to cross over the line. Letting go of things that no longer serve you, moving forward, and not crying over things that happened in the past. You got something to celebrate in 2020. You have a Libra around you, and you have some magic here. So, now it could be with this Libra that your relationship is built on solid ground, and there's a lot of passion. So you could have a couple of things going on. Walking away from one situation, a new business endeavor or business opportunity, and then a relationship with the Libra. They could be three different things, or it could somehow be all one. A relationship stabilizes, moving forward in your current career. Okay. Salma, will he be faithful and committed? Okay. Let's see. Yeah, he will be. He will be. When, it could take him a minute to get there, but once he gets there, I think he will be. Let's go back up to the top. And Yukriti, when will I meet H next? Okay, timing. Three of Spades. The Spades would be next fall. I don't think you have to wait that long. There's a 3 around it. 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. It could be the 3rd week of the new year. There's a 3 around it. All right. J-Mac. What are Caitlin's current feelings for me? Okay. I think she's feeling a little heartbroken. She may be one of these people here that is suffering from not being with you on Christmas. The Chariot is here, which means your relationship with her could move forward fast with an offering of love. Something may knock her in the head and make her step forward coming up in the near future, because it looks like she's pretty much suffering. All right, let's go back up to the top. Where am I here? Wolfie, what type of new study can I join? Okay. Now, there's a really broad question, but let's see what comes up. All right, I don't know how you feel about this, but it shows up metaphysical and spiritual things. So I don't know if there's something that you can take that's that you may find to be really intriguing when it comes to the metaphysical world, crystals, tarot, anything like that. Think about that, something spiritual. You may fall in love with meditation or Reiki or something like that that you really feel connected to and that you pick up really quickly. Right. Malapale, how is the Gemini feeling towards me now? Okay. They feel good. Carefree, lighthearted, even-keeled, happy, balanced. I think they feel good about you. Happy, balanced, attracted, warm. Ave Marie, when will I meet a new good man? Seriously, I'm a Capricorn. Okay, timing. Timing for the Capricorn. Seven of Diamonds. So 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 months, January 7th, the month of July, or this winter with the diamond. So it could be 7 weeks into the winter. It could be sometime this winter, January 7th, February 7th. There's a 7 that surrounds it. I think it's going to happen sooner rather than later. I don't think you have to wait until the July. Where am I here? Tori, what's going on with my mental and physical health that I should know about? Okay. Feeling burdened. So there's something that's not right, that you know that you're feeling that is not right. This could be something that's more mental than it is physical, and it might have to do with the heartbreak. So I would, if you can, I'm not for or against therapists. I think that they're good if for the most part. But sometimes I feel like they put everybody in the box. It's like, well, if he didn't call you, it's because of this. And that's not always true. But I do think that there may be something mentally that you would be beneficial for you to talk out with a therapist or a counselor if you can. Because I think there's a lot of anxiety and depression around you. And sometimes that stuff can spiral out of control. So I would try to get a handle on it. Your physical health looks like it's a little bit more balanced. But like I always say, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychologist. This is just what the cards are saying. If you can find a therapist or a counselor or somebody to talk to, I think that it's going to alleviate some of that burden. Okay. Martha, how did the Gemini feel about my last text today? Okay. Like he made it to the top of the mountain and very happy. So I don't know what you said, but whatever it was, it seemed to make his day. Denny, will Andy and I reconcile? You're going to, but it's going to take a minute. It's not going to happen right away. Hang in there. Okay, Zara, what actions will the Taurus take towards me in a couple of months? Is there a reconciliation on the horizon? Okay. It's going to take time. He does come in out of the blue at some point, but this is going to take time. Here's the Taurus. He comes in out of the blue, and you only have one ace. So it's you may be looking more towards the springtime, something like that. Okay. Yeah, everybody can ask questions. I do my best to answer them in order. Super chats of 199 or more get answered first because you can type the question in the super chat thing. So they skip the line. Darlene, I don't think I answered for you yet. I don't remember doing it. I don't think I did. All right, so I'm back up at the top here. Chame Araji, is he interested in me? Okay. %70 chance, yes, he's interested in you. If he happens to be an Earth sign, a Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo, that goes up even higher. So yes, I do think he's interested in you. I hate the ignoring game too, but I think some people think that it gives them power and that they have the ball in their court when they ignore somebody. I think ignoring somebody is one of the rudest things that you can do. It's the rudest. I mean, look, there are some times where we forget or we're busy. Somebody texts you like, Merry Christmas, I'm online here. I don't answer them right away. Eventually, I'm going to get back to them. But when people ignore, it's uncalled for. Like that's one of the most disgusting things that I think you can do to someone. Okay. Okay, hang on. Let me get to Denny and then I'll go back. Told me there is something karmic about the connection between Andy and me. Can you tell me more about it and what can I do about it? Okay. So when something is karmic, it means that there is a contract that you came into this world to fulfill, and it has not been fulfilled yet. So your relationship with this person will never end until this karmic thing gets fulfilled, whatever it is. I don't know what it is, but there's something that has to happen. So say, for example, sometimes it happens with relationships. Two people are supposed to be together and there's the third party that's meddling. The third party's meddling. And it could go on for years. And the one person goes back with the other person, it goes back with the other person. And it seems like this person is going to end up with that other person. But the karma contract was for that not to happen. So, this is why I think manipulation is so bad, because it's preventing everybody's life from moving forward and keeping people in places that they don't belong. So there is something that has to happen between you and this other person karmically. It needs to be fulfilled before it moves forward. I can't tell you what it is. I don't know. But until it happens, you're going to keep doing this dance back and forth. It has to happen for you guys to move on to the next level. And chances are, when it happens, whatever way your relationship takes, you're usually going to be okay with it because it's been fulfilled. Like I was saying with the guy with the 10 years, I was off and on with him for 10 years. When I made the decision to walk away, I didn't cry. I mean, I was upset, I was hurt, but it wasn't the kind of thing that like tore me down. I was like, okay, that's it. This is it. This is over. I'm moving forward. Now, at that point, if I continue to go back and stay in that situation, it would have prevented me from moving on to where I had to be next. So something karmically was fulfilled. And I still talk to him. I actually just emailed him this morning. But whatever it was that we needed to teach each other, we learned and we both moved on. I mean, occasionally he still tries to want to come over here and hang out, but that doesn't happen. I mean, he hasn't tried in a while, but you know what I'm saying? Like, for whatever it is that's the karma between the two of you, it needs to be fulfilled. And look, You gotta, there's a soulmate relationship here. There's adventure, there's love, there's coming in out of the blue, and someone from your past. So this person's coming back. The relationship here is not over. It's not over. It may never be over. You could be in a situation where you're supposed to reconcile with him and you're supposed to move forward with him, and whatever reasons that are keeping you apart are they're going to, it's, I try to explain this to people because I've seen it happen before where they just don't want to let go when they know that they should. And each time the relationship goes through a worse scenario. So it's like, let's just say, for example, I don't know what the situation is with this guy, but let's say that he's involved with a woman that won't let him go. Each breakup is going to be that much worse because they're two people that shouldn't be together until it gets to the point where something so terrible has to happen that they can't go back or that the law prevents them from going back. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, when you have signs that you're not supposed to be doing something and you ignore them, it keeps getting like the universe is like, they keep throwing things at you. They're like, what are you doing? So that's what I'm saying. There's more to come between you and this person. The karmic debt has not been fulfilled, and you guys are going to have to move forward. Okay, who am I looking for now? Gracie? Um, okay, how did James feel when he saw the message? Okay. Happy. All right. I don't know what the message was, but it looks like he comes in out of the blue and that the two of you have some carefree fun times ahead of you with the Fool. Reckless abandonment. So he was happy. Okay, so let's see. I have to do kiss. Okay, what can I expect in 2020? Justice. Okay, whatever that means for you. Karma, justice. You're also going to take a spin on the Wheel of Fortune. Something fated is going to happen. You have some adventurous times coming in 2020. You also have an air sign that comes in, Aquarius, Gemini, or a Libra. And in 2020, you set your boundaries, you lay down the law. There's also going to be an offer in front of you that you're not going to see. But eventually, you're going to find this offer and you're going to, it's going to lead you to great happiness. Okay. All right, so I did kiss. All right, let me go back up to the top. Oh, well, here's Breezy. Let me do Breezy. What are Rod's current feelings towards me? I think it's really over. Okay. Is it really over? Let's ask. I don't think it's really over. I don't think it's really over. I think that you're going to hear from this person. I don't know what their intentions are going to be, but they may come in and just kind of test the waters and see what they can, like feel around a little bit. I don't think it's really over. Not yet, no. Kira, will I move into a nicer apartment in February? I don't think it's going to happen that soon. I don't think it's going to happen that soon. It might take a little bit longer. All right, I'm going way back up to the top. did that one. I did Breezy. I did Wolfie. I did Zara. Malpale. All right. So who here haven't I done? Jessica A. I'm looking for, I think. And moderators, you can get your questions in. I don't see one for Jessica. If you're out there, can you send it in again? Because I don't see it. It maybe disappeared. And Damiani, too. I haven't seen a question for you. Darlene, I have not answered for you, no. So if you want to send in your question. Lido Cuts, I didn't see a super chat from you, no. I didn't see a question either. I think, here is Jessica A. Will I get back together with the Pisces? There's definitely a chance for reconnection. It could be in the month of February. No, I didn't see the super chat. Just if someone can tell me what the question is, I'll answer it. I did one super chat from Kira. Was there another one? All right, let me just see here. All right. Harsha wants to know, when will I get a job? Okay. The Ace of Clubs. The clubs would be not until the summer, but the Ace could be the first of any month or the first of the year. Okay, there's Blue Devil. What is going on with the Taurus? Okay. What is going on with the Taurus? The Taurus right now is feeling lack of passion in their own life. They're feeling stuck and stagnant, which is very typical of Taurus. However, if there's somebody that you want to connect with on a romantic level, they come forward with an offering of love that could lead to happy times around your home or to the happy home. This might take a while. They have to get through this bullshit that they're going through here, feeling stuck and not moving forward. They also feel like you have choices around you, but one way or another, fate is going to step in. So the two of you will be put at the right place at the right time, or somehow you guys are going to move forward. I think you may have to just give this situation a little bit of breathing room. What are you looking at, Dill? Want to come over here and lay down? Okay. All right, Aquarius, here. What was the Pisces in my dream last night? Okay. The Pisces has been thinking about you and you've been picking it up. You got a spiritual or telepathic connection to them recently that's been very strong. That may get stronger. That's why they're in your dream. And you're probably going to have another one too. Or you could even run into them soon. Okay, Leo, my question is, how is BV feeling about me? They're feeling a little bit burdened and anxious about things right now. However, they come forward with an offering of love that leads to victory, that makes you very happy. And you, at the end of the day, you're going to be the one that makes the decision as to which direction this relationship goes in. So they may be a little stagnant right now, but that's going to change. And it's going to be up to you if you want to move forward in this relationship. Let's see, that was, I have to go back up. I got to do one for Salma. Wait a minute, there was one. Sweet thing, do you see me and the Leo crossing paths? Okay, let's see. You're going to cross paths. Yeah, here's the Leo. Here's you feeling that you made it to the top of the mountain, and then you have a 33% chance. So I don't know when, but at some point the two of you will cross paths. Yes. Was there one for Salma that I missed? Let me see. Yeah, here. Does his friend give him updates about me? Okay. Oh, I'm at 37 weeks today, so I got 2 more weeks. Yeah, he gets a lot of updates on you. Yeah, so I'm thinking sometime the first week of January, between the 1st and the 7th, or the 1st and the 8th. Okay, did I get through all the super chats? I think I did. So now I'm up to the moderators. Brandy, does Deverick have sex with me in my dreams? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. There's a lot of sex that goes on in the dreams. He may not remember it, but there is definite. Stars, did Dee tell the Pisces about me greeting him today for Christmas? And if yes, how does the Pisces feel? Okay. I don't think he told him yet because there's only a 33% chance. I think he will, and I think the Pisces is going to be jealous. Good. Love. Which sign is stronger, Gemini or Taurus? Taurus is a tougher personality. Taurus is a fixed sign. So when they make a decision, they usually stick to it. Gemini is mutable, so they change their mind. They vacillate back and forth. They flounder a little bit. Taurus is a tougher sign. And like with everything, there's good and bad to everything. Gemini can be much more easygoing as people in general, but they're tough to make a decision or they change their mind frequently. Taurus, it's harder for them to change their mind. They can be stubborn. Especially those that are born close to the Aries cusp. They can be very stubborn. And they can be hard to deal with. They're tough personalities. All right. Mel, I'm looking for a question from you. And I'm going to answer for Darlene before I go. Okay, what is the Justice card about that keeps coming up between myself and the Aries? Okay, let's see. You want to get under there, buddy? You want, Dylan, that you didn't do it right. Let me help you. Let me help you, baby. Come over here. All right, sit on top of it. All right. He was trying to get under it. Okay, the Justice card. Okay, was there a third party that came in between you? Because if there was, the Justice card has something to do with them. It could be they get theirs. You got strength around you and you have carefree, reckless abandonment. Good times ahead of you. So you're not going to be the one crying. The Justice card, when it shows up, is either going to be to fix this third party relationship, or it's going to be, I don't want to say to punish, but the third party is going to be the person that's going to suffer here. Karma shows up. And I want to say they get theirs. It looks like it has something to do with the third party. If you're a Taurus Gemini cusp, we got to look at your chart for that. It depends on the year. Chances are you probably have a lot of planets in Taurus. My brother is June 7th, and the year that he was born, he had like 3 or 4 planets in Taurus. So he's much more Taurus than he is Gemini. Although Gemini are very, very smart, and he's got that like mathematical, scientific kind of brain. So he does have that, but he can be like stubborn Taurus in many ways. We got to look at your chart for that to see which is more in you. And you can make your own chart. You just go online, Google free natal chart, and then you put in, you got to know the time you were born. That's crucial because that's where it puts all the planets in the houses, and you'll see how much Taurus comes up. Chances are you probably have a lot of Taurus in you. I want to do that one for Darlene. Love reading for me and Kevin. Okay. New offering of love comes in. You guys may be working hard on the connection. There could be a lot of passion around the two of you. Moving into 2020, things may move forward quickly and then kind of plateau, which is okay. There's victory around this situation. I think you guys are going to end up moving forward. It may not be free from ups and downs, but I do think that you're going to move forward in 2020. Okay, anybody else that I missed that had a super chat? I think I got them all. And any other moderators? I think I did all the moderators. Now tomorrow, because now that I'm out of work, I'm going to try to do 3 lives. 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and 1 at night, so that I can get through the different time zones. All right, guys, I am going to go. Have a Merry Christmas, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks. Bye-bye.